What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Real quick, I just want to give a big shout out to SkyRC in this video. They sent me out this new GNSS Performance Analyzer. I know these things have been out for a while, but this is supposedly their newest, most updated model. So anyway, I know the very first one I had was in, it came in a big, huge plastic package. So anyway, we're going to test this thing, and basically it comes, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it comes with. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand, guys, and it's not that easy. So, you get a charging cable, USB Type-C, goes in here. Comes with very, very well detailed instructions, and I mean, this thing is super simple to set up. I mean, basically you can have it set up in 5 minutes once you open the pack. You know, charging time is great on it also. But one of the biggest things I wanted to do with it also is compare it to these little Milan GPS and another brand of GPS that I got. And I have been using these Milans, and don't get me wrong, they've performed well, I thought, but they have a very, 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 very low refresh rate, or slow refresh rate, I guess I should say. So I feel like we're giving up some speed or accurate speeds there. So what I want to do is I want to compare this thing against those in both of these vehicles. And also I'm curious to see what kind of speeds we're going to get out of this thing now. If you watch my other video, you know I converted it over from a brush setup to a brushless. This thing basically has all the electronics, the motor, the pinion, everything out of the larger 14th scale Jetwood JC16EP. And I believe some people said it's around, they got 53 to 55 miles per hour out of that truck. I don't know. I haven't run mine yet. Well, I don't have one. My daughter has one. I haven't run hers yet and tested the speed and all on it. So my buddy Brian over at Brian's RC Stuff, he has done a lot of videos on it, great work on it, and he's got some insane speeds out of his. So go check him out, subscribe to his channel, all that stuff. Right now, this thing is geared 14 and 60. Now, I don't know. I've had people tell me that their 14th scale Jetwood come with a 16-tooth pinion, and I don't know. All I can tell you is the motor that was on the 4400 2852 kV motor, 2852 can motor, 4400 kV, I can't even talk this morning, was a 14 tooth. Okay, so that's what we're going to test it with first, and then we'll worry about maxing out, you know, speeds with it, but going up in pinion size. We're limited in the space in here without some serious modification on pinion sizes anyway. And I know a lot of you reached out to me about this little buggy here, and this little thing is awesome. You all know on my channel, I've never really been partial to these small RCs, but these two Jetwood trucks that Zen from Jetwood sent me so far have been nothing but awesome, and they have totally changed my outlook on this smaller scale stuff. Both of them are, well, let me just say this one never was really fast enough brushed to have any instability problems, but this little thing was a little rocket right out of the box. And they're very close in specs right now. They're both 16 scale. This one does have the 14th scale Jetwood tires on it. Like I said, it's a 16 scale truck though. And this one has the 16 scale tires on it. Now this one does come with a little brushless setup in it. It is a, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I'm almost positive I'm right. It's a 35 amp ESC, and you cannot unlock it or anything like that. It's just wide open as soon as you get it. It has the Angry Snail 2845. No, I believe it's a 2852 also. Angry Snail, but it's a 4200 kV. So it's 200 less kV than what's in this one now. But I do have this one unlocked. So we're going to just see. This ought to be a pretty fair competition. I know this one's got a little bit bigger motor, a little bit higher kV, whatever you want to say, however how you want to word it. But I know what this one ran, and it got on upwards of about 46, 47 miles per hour with these tires on it. So there's going to be several videos of this truck here coming. And also with this little buggy coming, I'm going to do speed pinion swaps on this one also. And the reason I like this one so much more is it's lower center of gravity. This thing handles like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, guys. It handles almost like a 12th scale or maybe even at some 10th scale cars. It's just straight and solid right out of the box. Now this one was straight and solid, but on brushed it never got above, I think, 28 miles per hour, which that was on 3S, and it was never really intended to run on 3S, but it held it. So anyway, I think this is going to be a very entertaining / informative test, because we got two almost very equally matched vehicles here. This one is just a few grams lighter than this one if you put them on the scale, but it doesn't feel like it when you pick it up. And this one just, I don't know, this one just feels like it's better well built than this one. And not knocking anything about this truck, this is a great entry-level RC for somebody that's wanting to get into the hobby, you know, or they want to get something that's, you know, not just ungodly slow, but it's not just brutally fast. This thing right here is just, for as small as it is, guys, it's stupid fast out of the box. And I wouldn't recommend just, you know, turning a younger, you know, kid around, you know, loose with this just right out of the box. Let them get used to something like this first and then move up to something like this, because I can tell you now, I've already driven this since I've changed it over to brushless, and it is an absolute little monster. Night and day difference compared to how it was brushed, which we all knew that was going to happen. So one thing I did do since the last video was I took the little spoiler off the 14th scale truck and attached it here. Whether I should have done that or not, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to cause it to be more stable, but I thought it looked pretty cool, so put it on there anyway. And I also, there's a video up where I compared the body shells off of this truck versus the 14th scale JC16EP, and you could see the differences in a 14th scale and a 12th scale. There's not very much. But I can tell you right now, guys, this little thing right here is just really won me over. It's a blast. I do wish it had the bigger, you know, ESC in it that this one has, where you can unlock it, but unfortunately it doesn't. But I mean, that'd be a simple 10-minute swap if you had the parts. So, and I believe just how this one is sitting, if it had that ESC in it, I think this one would do over 51, 52 miles an hour just how it sits. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. The video will be dropping soon. I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up. This little thing right here is awesome. If you've never used one, I highly recommend you getting one. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Right now they're on sale on Amazon. I believe it's $64.99. That's what the price is. I looked again this morning. This truck was $94.99. And I believe this one was on sale for, don't quote me on this. Somebody, I'll have to look, guys. I don't want to misquote it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll leave a link to this. I'll leave a link to this, and I'll leave a link to this down in the description. That way you'll have the most accurate prices, up-to-date prices available. This thing right here gives you so much more ability to tune your car than something like this. This thing here gives you G-forces. It gives you 0 to 60. It shows you you can clearly see on the graph, this thing it data logs basically like a full-size drag car does. And it kind of shows you where you got traction, and when you start spinning, you'll see the graph drop off, and then it'll start picking up speed again. It's awesome what this little thing will do. And it really, really, really helped me a lot to tune this and to tune the suspension on this. And also to tune the suspension on that freaking beast. So it has helped me a lot in the last few days. Bear with me. I'm still trying to get everything up and going. As I'm currently making this video right now, they are currently at my home on the roof, installing Starlink and all that stuff and setting everything up for us. So hopefully that'll be up and going this evening. So stay tuned, guys. This should be an interesting test. I'm curious to see. Drop a comment down below which one you think is going to be faster. This one or this one. We all know this one's 4400 kV. This one's 4200 kV. This one has an unlocked ESC. You can unlock this ESC. This one has a little bit taller tires. than this one, so that's effectively going to change the gear. They're both geared 14 and 60, so either way, guys, it's not going to be a butt smoking either way. I can tell you that right now. The way they sit right now, I know what they'll run, but I'm just curious to see what you guys think. So anyway, stay tuned, guys. Video will be testing soon. We'll be testing. So I can't talk today, guys. Sorry, it's been a long morning. Video will be dropping soon where I max this thing out using this and see how accurate this is. And also on this vehicle here. And then we're going to start pinion swapping both of them. And I am hell-bent and determined to get every single mile per hour I can get out of these little things. And honestly, I was thinking about giving them away or doing a raffle on the channel. But not only did my daughter really grow to enjoy them, especially this little buggy, I have myself. So, sorry guys, these are going to stay in the little arsenal we've got on the RC collection. At least for now anyway. So, I appreciate you all watching. Everybody have a good day. God bless. Take care. Catch you in the next one.